Welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Blind. We're heading to the wetlands today. And full disclosure, I've already been over there yesterday to record the intro and outro and get the thumbnail and all that. But on our way there, I saw something pretty interesting. So I think it's worthwhile to take this trip again. We've got our inventory about as sorted out as we can expect. We got our shield in case we feel like using a shield. And I probably would switch the axe to the main hand and then put the shield on. Hopefully changing all that stuff around would keep everything weighted down and sharpened and all that, but it really depends how things are doing. I'll probably do a little bit of testing, determine what things work best.
How are you?
Alright, here we go. We're going to Menethil Harbor in the wetlands.
See you.
From what I could tell, my previous trip over there for the little recording I did was my first time taking this flight path. Or if I had before, it's been so long I forgot about it completely. But this is a very interesting flight path. We've talked about this area a long time ago, back when I was exploring around in Dunmerrow. We tried multiple times to get up these mountains. Never successful. But there's a lot of stuff up here. And cave entrances. PvP. Like, I'm not entirely sure if this is actually a place you can go, or if it's just all scenery. There's a lot of stuff up here. I mean, technically, you could make it could just all be, it's all NPCs and stuff you don't actually get to ever interact with. And it's just part of the flight path. But what I expect for stuff you can't interact with flight path, it's like this. Some fancy waterfalls. Like, I don't know if you can actually get over there. Also, up here. Is this a place you can go? It's kind of up a huge cliff. And mountains have been a big problem for me. So, I don't know if you can go to any of that location. That stuff's all up in these mountains. So that really feels like, no, you can't go there. But, I don't know. Maybe you can get there. And then, I'm sure there's been all sorts of random glitches and bugs and such that would allow you to go there. But this fact there's like, I guess it might pop in once you get there, like a lot of other places. Speaking of which, we have basically none of the wetlands explored, realistically. So, as far as quests are concerned, we currently have 3 quests that claim to be in the wetlands. Even though this one says to go to Theramore. Well, that is also going to be changing today. Because there are many more quests to pick up here in Menethil Harbor. First up, this guy.
What can I do for you?
Claws from the Deep. Murlocs are crawling out from the deep waters and building their villages on the coastlines. They are harassing our fishers and merchants and must be stopped. One of these Murlocs, Gobbler, skulks with other bluegill Murlocs and harries merchants along the road, always then retreating to the safety of nearby Murloc hovels. Our merchants are in jeopardy and will pay to secure them. Gobbler prowls the river inlet north of here. Find him, slay his kin, and bring me his head. Kill 12 bluegill Murlocs, and Gobbler, bring his head. Back here, 14 silver.
For the Alliance.
Sounds doable. A little bit of exploring around the area, a little bit of getting paid to do stuff. Can't complain. Here's another quest.
Can I help you?
From First Mate Fitzsimmons. If you're willing to endure tales that will shiver your timbers and saw your skivvies, then get yourself a drink and sit for a spell. Just give me the quest. The Third Fleet. I was once first mate on the Wave Mistress, ship of the line in the Kol Tiras Third Fleet. The Doomed Fleet. Was it called the Doomed Fleet before or after? Because if you're joining the Doomed Fleet, you kind of have to know what you're expecting. Doomed, for on its last voyage, the fleet was attacked by red dragons. Dragons controlled by orcs. Oh boy. We didn't stand a chance against that dragonfire, and our fleet was burned and sunk off this here coast. I'm the sole survivor of those poor vessels. Oh, my head hammers and pounds. I'll need a fresh drink if I'm to get a handle on this hangover and continue my tale. By First Mate Fitzsimmons, a flagon of mead.
See you later.
I can probably do that. Unless purchasing a flagon of mead requires me to do something ridiculous. Hey, bartender. Can I trade with the bartender? Is that a thing that we can do?
What can I do for ya?
Box of goods. Ice cold milk. Blue, color, nectar, array, filling. This one? The one that costs 13 silver? It's better be worth it. You better have some exciting treasure on those ships I can go find. Except he said they all burned, so...
Hey there.
questionable. Well, I'm so very thirsty. Won't you buy a drink for this poor, pathetic fool? Well, I have now. And I'm not going to use it, so you might as well have it. Ah, that hits the spot. And loosens the tongue. Thanks, mate. The Cursed Crew. Bolstered, Fitzsimmons continues his tale. I am the sole survivor of the ill-fated Third Fleet of Kol Tiras, wrecked off the coast to the north. But although I am the only member of the fleet still breathing, I'm not the only one still walking about. For one of our ships was hidden, a great and terrible treasure. The eerie power of it keeps the souls of my brothers trapped within the ship's rotting hulls. But if you can free some of my brothers, then perhaps you can break their curse. Kill 13 cursed sailors, 5 cursed marines, and First Mate Snellig. Bring Snellig's snuff box to First Mate Fitzsimmons in Manta Harbor for 19 silver.
Have a good one.
Well, that's not going to be very profitable, since I already spent so much money on that mead, but whatever. Exploration, underwater pirates, sounds like a good time.
Greetings.
And what's your other quest? The Green Warden. You've heard of the Green Warden. You're not looking for him, are you? Well, I say you're crazy if you are. But who am I to keep a fool from his death? If you're seeking that beast, then I hear he is in the marsh east of the road where it forks to Dunmoder. He's lurking there among the crocs, and worse. And leave your money here. You won't need it where you're going. And you don't want to chip old Green's tooth on your gold when he bites you in half, do you?
Be careful.
He does not seem to be the most profitable quest giver. But whatever. Me and my cat will go fight underwater pirates and crocodiles, and generally it might seem like I'm bringing this cat into dangerous situations. What are you doing? And in Menethil Keep, there's even more quests for me to pick up. Report to Captain Stoutfist. Eric Erickson, the Dragon Maw Orc clan is showing its strength in more than just Algans. Captain Stoutfist has asked to speak with those willing to offer aid against these orcs. He's inside the keep in the war room. Speak with Captain Stoutfist.
Be good.
This is the war. Let's see if we can find a war room. There's stuff up here. that is the way out. That's probably not it. How about up this way? There we go. Easiest quest yet.
What can I do for you?
Didn't even have to spend a ton of money on it. Eric Erickson, last night briefed me on your past success with the Dragonmaw orcs at Dun Ogaz. You're a dwarf of worth. Why, thank you. And I have a task for you. Okay.
Keep your feet on the ground.
War banners. The Dragonmaw orc clan was all but destroyed by the end of the Second War after they lost control of their red dragon pets. That would do it. Getting destroyed by dragons is a distinct possibility. The dragons were not very happy with their old masters and fiercely hunted the Dragonmaws. What few remained fled from Grimbatol and into the mountains east of Welgar's excavation. Now they've gained strength and have an encampment northeast of Menethil. We want you to attack that encampment. Gather and bring me their war banners as proof. Bring 8 Dragonmaw war banners to Captain Stoutfist for money.
Safe travels. Hello.
Hello.
What's on your mind? Great to meet you.
Have you attacked the Dragonmaw encampment? No, I have not yet.
Keep your feet on the ground.
All sorts of interesting things today. So now if we look, oh whoa, those are in red. That doesn't fill me with confidence, does it? Oh, well at least get to scope it out. How bad could it be? It could be really bad. Okay, let's head out of the city. Doop, 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 doop. All right. So, of these ones we can have here. Gotta kill Murlocs and Crocolisks, Slimes for a bag, Dragonmaw orcs, Sailors. This one is actually in a different city, so we're gonna have to. Based on the fact that's the only green quest, we might actually go do that one first, honestly. He's in the marsh. Oh, they have another quest from this guy, though.
Hi.
In search of the excavation team. Oh my, he must be the scout Longbraid said he would send. No. I'm not gonna complain, though. Go for it. You cannot imagine how worried I've been. I can't imagine. I have no idea who you are. My wife, Marin, has been sending me letters each week for the past month. She's part of the Welgar excavation team, but it has been nearly 2 weeks since her last correspondence. Surely something is wrong. Longbraid said he would send a scout to check up on things if we did not hear from the team soon. I assume that scout is you, Eric Erickson. Find Marin at the excavation site to the east. Tara Rockweaver wants you to travel to excavation site and contact Marin Rockweaver.
Off with you.
Alright, excavation site. The Bluegill Marsh is probably where you find those bluegill guys. But I'm going to, instead of sprinting out into certain death, apparently, if this is to be believed, I'm going to speak with Fiora Longears in Theramore. Land of Kalimdor. Across the sea to the lovely port of Theramore. Start your Kalimdor adventure. Now, that sounds like it's going to start a quest series out in a different place, so I kind of just want to see what that area entails and then probably come back here. We have Griffin technology, so getting back here won't be a problem. Go to Theramore. Auberdine's the one we took the other time, so let's go see if we can catch the boat to Theramore. Might be waiting a little bit. seeing as how the boat's not here yet. Barradin Bay. Another player waiting for it, but see if there's any NPCs to talk to about this place we're going. Maiden's Virtue. 5th century. Adam Lind.
What can I do for you?
You can find passage to Theramore from this dock. Heed my words, those lands are rarely safe to travel for people of the Alliance. Watch your step and your back. Oh boy.
See you around.
Sounds like this is going to be a good time. Does he give me any... The land of opportunity. Oh, it's going to be so great. Just go. Just go there. It's going to be fine. I don't believe you. I don't know how long this is going to take, so I will be right back once we are on our way. Didn't take too long. Here's the boat. And we managed to get on the boat. Professionals. Sure has big sails. It's hard to see anything. I want to get a good vantage point so we can look around as we sail. The anti-camera clipping is pretty aggressive, not gonna lie. There's so many sails on this ship. Do you even have a front part? Yeah, but do you really want to go over there? I don't think you do. That's probably a bad plan, honestly. Oh, here we go. See if there's anything to see. I'm going back to the back. Seems to have a better view. Oh. Kinda. Yeah. Alright, so far it's the Great Sea. There's not too much to see. But tis. Ocean. Here's a land. Some description. Dunmoreau, apparently. Just part you can't actually really... I mean, I assume you could actually go to that part. And now we are Dustwall Marsh, the Great Sea. Let's see what kind of place we found here. There's a boat. Is that boat actually more at sea? Yeah, it's way out here. What kind of area will this be? Mountainous? That's not surprising. There's a little bit of a townish looking area. Theramore Isle. Discovered. Theramore Isle. Theramore Guard, level 55. Alright, we are looking for Vera Longears in Theramore. Very castle-y. Kind of bleak so far. Beach. Fishing. Okay, let's see here. Any signposts saying that these go to different places? Any information on shipping? Looks to be quite the city. That's a good spot for a port. These ships look pretty self-contained. Alright. No, I'm not starting. Oh, Griffin Master. Yes, please. That sounds like a fantastic idea.
What can I do for you?
Show me where I can fly. Well, I can actually fly from here back to Aberdeen and then to Ashenvale. That's quite the trip. That would be a pretty good flight path, I bet.
Safe travels.
That would allow me to see quite a bit of new stuff. So we might do that to end off today. I just want to finish this one quest that they're giving me. But I have no idea where this person is. The elf, Fiora Longears. You an elf? Nope. Well, maybe.
Hello.
Maybe a human. It's got the general stuff you expect. Horses. This looks like a blacksmith.
How are you?
It's got some decent stuff. $444.8, huh? Slightly better than mine, but it doesn't have spirit on it. $491.
See you later.
I would consider it. What do you have?
Looking for something specific?
Nothing I can use. Level 30. My goodness. Not quite there yet. Giant saw. Jumping on a giant saw blade. Oh, sure. Standing next to a fire hurts, but jumping on a saw blade's fine. Uh-huh. Herbalism, alchemists. There, lieutenant. Exit. He was standing outside of an inn, so maybe they'd be at an inn. Steelmaster. Hey, there they are.
Hello.
Fiora Longears. Good day to you. You were sent by Mr. Flint in Menthil Harbor. Well, Mr. Flint is a strong judge of character. If he sent you, then there's no doubt you belong here in Kalimdor.
What brings you here?
Journey to Astronar. I've been to Astronar.
I am listening.
The first thing you should do is go to Astronar. I'm sure an eager member of the Alliance, such as you, can do some real good there. Speak with Shrindel Switchfire and offer your services. But don't bother mentioning who sent you. Shrindel does not know me. Speak with Shrindel Switchfire in Astronar. That's actually entirely possible. We have the technology to go to Astronar. Interesting quest. Interesting quest, interesting quest line. We just got a bunch of people telling me to go talk to people all over the place. Very interesting. Got a little training ground over here for the guards. They got a whole thing going on. Paladin trainer. Combat. Spot. What a large dog they have. Foothold Citadel. A trauma surgeon.
Good day to you.
Greetings, Erickson. I'm Dr. Gustav von Hausen, trauma surgeon.
Safe travel.
Looks like things are okay in here, at least. When the trauma surgeon has no patients, things are going at least okay. This is very similar to the other. Yeah, that just goes outside. Yeah, this is very similar to the fort. The other, in the area we're just at in Methyl Harbor. Commander, Captain, Clerk. It seems like there's too much actually in here right now. Which is fine. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. And didn't look like there's too many quests around this area either. Maybe we're too low level. That's entirely possible. The docks, Brazil, Digital March. Yeah, there's stuff up here. And then it goes to the Barrens. Let's see if there's anything up in this middle section. Certainly looks impressive. It's got guards and everything. What a very wonky staircase. I like it. This is a very magical looking area. My goodness, at these. Spiraling all over the place. Ruler of Theramore. What's up?
Shh, I'm trying to think here.
Sorry. I welcome you to Theramore, Eric Erickson. I apologize for being abrupt and not having a lot of time to exchange pleasantries, but my city must come first. Too many things threaten our way of life and the sanctity of the Alliance. I must stay ever vigilant against forces outside of my control if I am to ensure my people remain safe and happy. Perhaps we will have more time to speak later. Look at this person. Pained. Their sword is very shiny. And an archmage. Well, look, Erickson, but we must be brief because there's much to do.
Be careful.
Okay. They say there's much to do. But they're not going to tell me about it. I'm not cool enough, apparently. They got a whole town walls system going. Let's explore this last corner over here. If there's even anything over here. And then I think we're going to take that griffin ride. See what we can see. Get in here? I think it might be on this side. Yeah, there's something up here. So far, the quests that we've been given, a lot of them, like the red ones, or the ones that require dungeons and elite monsters and stuff, seem like they might be a little bit high level. And personally, I would prefer the quests that I have available to me to be like maybe 2-3 levels lower than the curve I'm being given. That'd be good. Like, have them be an option, sure. But currently, a lot of the quests I get, I feel like I'm not ready to do. which makes things kind of awkward. One of these days, I'm gonna jump off something. It's gonna be way too high. And I'm gonna just die. Okay. All right, Griffin Master.
No.
Yeah, we can go to straight to Astronar.
Be good.
Let's see what we can see. This is gonna give us all sorts of sights. And we can gauge the opposition in the rest of this area. Like if general things are level question mark, we know we're level 37. Okay, yes. Yes, we are not prepared for this area. Rock spike shell. Whoa, look how spiky those boys are. It's very jungly. Dread Murk Shore. Looks very dreadful. I agree. These guys are level question mark. So 36, 38 was not. So those guys must be at least level 39. Yeah, 38 we can see the level. So that's, what, 15 levels above me we can see? The Barrens, the Merchant Coast. North Watch Hold. Yeah, I don't even know if I'd be able to get to places if stuff around, just walking around, is level 38. Like, could I even move myself through this area? Well, that's only level 16. I might be better equipped to handle the Barrens, just based on the level of things here. A lot of interesting stuff. Big roots. Southern Barrens. I see why they call it the Barrens. It's pretty barren. You got a couple trees, handful of buildings. Not too much, all things considered. They've got dinosaurs, apparently. Dinosaurs and giraffes living together in harmony. Southern Gold Road, Southern Barrens. Agamagor. Yeah, that's not much of a town. Ah, it's a horde town, too. Oh, be that way. Fine. I'm not in control of towns. They can do whatever they want. Look how much nicer this is. Mulgore, the Rolling Plains. How still kind of nothing much happening, but not as barren, I guess. I mean, it's roughly the same amount of barrenness, but at least they have grass. And there's all 7 things here, so this is a lower level area. Mulgore. There's something big up there. Like a giant fence. There's a little town. Nice little pleasant lake. We're having a positive time here. Kodos. Plainstriders. Cave. Helmer Rock. We're going over mountains again. Let's see if there's weird things in the mountains that you can't actually go to. Is that just some ruins? Yeah, some of these I feel like you can't go to these places. So that brings into question the area in Dunmorrow. Desolace? Magram Village. Level 33 person. Oh, what a creepy place this is. Look at the water. Level 33 32. Raging Thunder Lizard. My goodness. What an inhospitable area. Kolkar Village. Or is that not water? It's not so much in the trees department on this continent, it seems. Like, what even is this piles of? Just dirt. Dirt and bad times. Interesting. Sure is nice that nothing attacks you while you're flying around. Stonetown Mountains, the Charred Vale. Okay, great. We go to a place that's got no trees to a place where all the trees have been lit on fire. Fantastic. That's so much better. Definitely a different atmosphere. This is a very long flight path. Back into mountains. Flying up over mountains. A lot of mountains. Really separates the zones. Some kind of quarry. Stone Talon Peak. There's some trees. Interesting little valley. Now we exit this mountain range. Here, falling off the map. Ashram Vale, the Veiled Sea. The Zoram Strand. Which we're not even in an area anymore. Yep, there's water. Flight path be wonky. Is there no interesting stuff to fly you over? So they just fly you out to sea where there's nothing. That's fine, whatever. Just a smidge out of the way, don't you think? And annoyingly, we get to continue further north before coming back down to here. But that's just how it is. Level 20. 19. Dark Shore, Twilight Shore. Elder Darkthor Thresher. We don't want to see whatever made those shells. Copper. Yeah, we've explored this area before. We know all about the fact that Dark Shore exists. Another potential place we could do some quests. Seems like things might be slightly lower level here, so if things don't pan out in the wetlands, we might come back to this area. Always good to keep your options open. Yeah, we might be a little bit too high level for this. We might not even get the quests anymore. It's a whole process. And now that we've flown all the way up to Aberdeen, we're going to see this and then turn around. Amazing. Fantastic. If I wanted to, we could have left, but that's not where we're going right now. Tin vein. Here's another one of these. That's pretty big. That's a big turtle they got there. I would say I wouldn't want to run into one of them, but who knows what level it would actually be. If it's in this area, it might be in the level 20-ish range for all I know. Different level brackets and what have you. I can see how things really change when they added actual flying mounts in later versions. Would definitely make things quite different. Instead of having to walk everywhere, just taking these predetermined flight paths. Then they'd have to worry about all the interconnected areas and mountains and stuff, where there's just actually no anything. I don't know if that was like after Cataclysm, when they basically remade the entire world. I don't know when they added flying mounts. I just know that's a thing that people were complaining about later versions. I'd be happy with just a running mount at this point, but still not there. Still not there yet. Flying back through these very forested forest areas. It truly is a diverse landscape. You've got... What a fancy place this is. We haven't even seen this before. How fancy. Very fancy. Everything here is very fancy and just about my level. So, another potential area we could investigate. We're definitely not out of places to explore yet. Not even close. Astronar. Now, this town's pretty small, so we should be able to find the person we're looking for rather quickly. Okay. Is that the person? Let me get my... It's not going to be wetlands anymore. So in Astronar. Let's go to Shale. Sentinel. Wolf Runner. Like, I'm gonna guess that they're in an inn or something. It's not like there's too many buildings in Astronar, so I think we'll be able to find them easily enough. Are they back here? Or did we come from the other side? No, they were just standing right there. Okay. Maybe? Is that the person? Gentle Spitfire. Yep. Yeah. I guess they were right behind that pillar when we walked by. Amazing. You are a sneaky one. What do you have to say?
Ishnu Allah.
Somebody told me to come find you. They told me not to tell you who they were. You're here to offer your services to the Alliance, Eric Erickson? We welcome the aid, for although its beauty remains, Ashtonvale Forest is not the peaceful place it once was.
Be careful.
Okay. So they're just gonna give me...
I am honored.
Yeah, this is just gonna be... This is like a kill quest, I'm thinking. Yeah, this is just a kill quest over in
Farewell.
Astronar. Weird. Weird. Weird quest chain right there. So... We walked our way up through the wetlands to Menethil Harbor. Some dude told us to leave from Menethil Harbor and go to Theramore. Then that person told us to go to from Theramore to Astronar to just start doing stuff in Astronar. I mean, that's fine. You can do that all you want, but strange. Just two random little quests to get you to travel to the other side of the world to do quests over there instead. Maybe it's a hint. Maybe it's a hint that I should actually be over here. But nah. We're going back to the wetlands to see if we can manage. And unfortunately,
Ishnu Allah.
the hippogriffs can't cross the Great Sea.
Farewell.
So we're gonna take our Hearthstone back to Denmorough and then take that flight path back to Menethil Harbor a third time to get back to the wetlands to do stuff there. But first, we'll take a seat. The candles are kind of in my face. That's better. So, that was a random and mostly unnecessary adventure. We saw one new town with way too high-level things outside of it that we can't do any quests in yet. And I guess we got token experience. So, next time, the wetlands. For sure. Next time. Goodbye.